I will try to give a short presentation about the point of view of an investor. We are an international investor, as you know. Through these 4 points in about our presentation, the current situation of Greek system on frameworks and advanced projects, we try to give you an idea of what is our view about the Greek country. Iberdrola Renewables is right now the first company in the world relating wind energy. I will say wind, but really is renewables as a whole. We are the first in the world and the first in several scenarios, geographical scenarios. Of course, in Europe, we are the #1, but not country by country, because this will be almost impossible. We have the competence that we have, our American company, like NextEra, is a Florida Power and Light company. And of course, other companies, Spanish, Portuguese, but in any case, we have more than 12.5 gigawatts already installed and working. This gives you an idea also what is our presence around the world. Our presence is in 23 countries, okay? And installed capacity is in 12 markets. This is a mistake in the presentation. It's not 11, it's 12. You can see there that in Europe, we are very strong and we try to be stronger. In Greece, the other country is France and United Kingdom. Are the 3 countries where in Europe are more stronger on our side. Of course, Spain, our base at the beginning, and United States in the last 3-4 years is the 2 big markets that we have now. Well, Rocas is, in 1992, they constructed the first wind farm for PPC in Greece, and in 1997, completed building of the first own wind park on Crete. In 2004, started the cooperation with Iberdrola Renewables, and in 2007, the full acquisition by the parent company was completed. In this map, in this slide, you can see what are the megawatts, the wind megawatts and photovoltaic megawatts that we have installed in the country. We have 257.5 megawatts installed. It's about 20% of the market share. And this is a map with the different situations. Well, I don't know if the data that I am presenting here are good enough, are compatible or fit with the data provided by PPC. If any is wrong, excuse me, because perhaps the data that I took is not from the right place, okay? But in any case, more or less, according as I understand from the presentation of PPC, I think the data are compatible, okay? The installed capacity in the whole Greece is 14,000 megawatts, and the energy supply in 2010 was 51,000 gigawatts hour. Of course, you can see that the renewables, I mean wind plus small hydro, we are talking about 6% of the production, the total production, and other renewables is about 1%. The Greek targets, according to the plans already sent to the European Union, are very ambitious for the Greek. It's very ambitious. Basically, in 2020, Greek has to install around 7,500 megawatts. PV also near 3,000, hydro, solar, and biomass. Then I think it is a very ambitious program that we are ready to collaborate in this process. We have a study made by Ernst & Young that was published in May that ranks Greece for development in renewables as the 6th position in photovoltaic and thermosolar and the 14th position in wind, giving an average of 10th position in Europe. That means that there are a lot of space for development in Greek for wind, basically, and also photovoltaic. But photovoltaic, in my opinion, is more expensive. And then I would suggest to be more proactive in wind, when the country has very good wind reserves compared with other European countries. Well, the regulatory framework, I think, in the last year has been progressed a lot. I think we have been progressed a lot. The acceleration of the licensing procedure is a reality. Introduction of simultaneous licensing steps has been deleted the capital subsidy to the projects and introduced a better feed-in tariff system. And there are a big motivation of construction wind farms on islands with parallel connection to the system. This is one of the biggest and more interesting issues that Greece has to develop for the near future. There are a lot of possibilities for growing the economy and everything, the connections, many things that can develop the Greek economy a lot. The new regulation by RAI, well, recently has been submitted for approval. Different points of the regulations. Everybody knows here in Greece. It's not needed to repeat here what are the regulations. But all of them are in the same line to facilitate the installation of renewables in the country. But I would suggest to accelerate these kind of things. Try to eliminate as much bureaucracy as possible. What are the investment opportunities? Okay, Greece, for us, Greece is one of the countries for which there are relatively concerns for achieving the wishful participation of press in the energy generation. Greece itself should take advantage of investment opportunities. There are a lot of opportunities in Greece. In large-scale projects also, like the interconnections of islands, somebody talked about that also previously, and offshore. Why not offshore? Why not offshore in a certain period of time? No now, but in 4 or 5 years from now, offshore, there are certain areas of Greece where it's possible to develop offshore. Okay, the foreign countries are keen of investing in Greece, and we are really keen to invest in Greece. We would like to invest in Greece for the benefits that also imply for the Greek economy. The financing of projects could be one of the biggest problems due to the current situation of the economy in all the Mediterranean countries, because in Spain we are quite similar, not very far away. Okay, then one company like us, a utility like us, an international utility, we don't depend so much of the internal financing, because usually we use external financing, and then we are trying money from outside to the country. Then I think it's important we don't have the same restrictions that other people can have to find financing in a good conditions, that the payment of the debt and so on. What is extremely important for a private investor? The more important issue for us, for an international investor, I would say, is for us, and I think for everybody, is to keep a clear political commitment in the sustainability of the system feed-in tariff for wind energy. Okay? This is extremely important. If one investor don't see or has the doubt that can happen any change or dramatic change, or not dramatic, but change in the regulation, as you know, the capital will be out. Then it's extremely important to keep a clear political commitment in the regulation and feed-in tariff. Okay, just for finishing, I would like to talk or point out about our interconnection project, interconnection of 3 islands of Northeast Aegean Sea with the mainland grid. This is a very big project that we expect. We started with this project several years ago, 2-3 years ago, more or less. And we are talking about, we have made a lot of studies already with a total submarine length of 380 kilometers with 2 DC-AC converter stations, and we are progressing in the environmental impact study. This could be one of the biggest and more international sounds projects in the world to make this type of interconnection. We are talking about 28 production licenses, and we are talking about 700 megawatts. We believe on grids, and we believe that these projects can be done. Then that's all.